I'm back, bruh. What the? What happened? That was crazy. 1 minute we were live, and then the computer says, you know what? I'm gonna just restart. Like, I know you're doing a show. I know there's people that you care and you're talking to people, but I'm just gonna start over. I'm just gonna go ahead and start over, and that's what happened, and that's so. Let us continue. Let's get back to it. Sorry about the restart, folks. Let's get back in it. All right, so now Dallas, New Orleans. Okay, it's a game that we're talking about now. We are in New Orleans at the Smoothie King Arena here, with the Mavericks, even though they are mathematically eliminated from playoff contention. This team cannot, will not make the playoffs, and the Pelicans are actually in line for playoff positioning. Let's take a look. I'm going to show you here because this doesn't matter. The Pelicans 40 and 30, they are like right there. The Clippers are still fighting, but they're right there. The Clippers and Denver are still fighting. But the Mavericks, they're done. They're mathematically out. They cannot make it. Okay? So this means that the Pels are going to come to play. And they don't generally blow people out. So I wouldn't be against watching the Mavericks stay in this game and be competitive. Okay? Is Westbrook doable on FanDuel? Yes, of course. On a 6-game slate, I think he is. And value should be opening up throughout the day. So Harrison Barnes at 6.8 on DK as a play that I like. I think Dirk at 5.6. Not a play that I particularly love. Dwight Powell at 5.9, no. Kyle Collinsworth 3.6, no. Maybe some Nerlens Noel at 3.8 can be usable. JJ Barea, if he's not playing, because Dennis Smith Jr. should be out. DSJ is out. So you're looking at Yogi Ferrell if JJ Barea doesn't play, maybe even some Dougie McBuckets at 3.5. There are going to be some value from this game. This is the game on a 6-game slate. This is where you can go, in my opinion, to grab your value. Okay, AD, of course, he's going to be in play in this spot at 11.5. Drew Holiday 8.2. Really good bounce back spot for Drew Holiday here, coming off of that really bad performance we saw from him the last time out. This is a spot where I think he can thrive and get you 40 plus DraftKings points in the spot. Look what he's done before that. Before this 18-point dud against Boston, 45, 55, 46, 47. So I think this guy is really in play. We look at what Dallas gives up to shooting guards, and while they're not among the worst teams in the league, they're giving up 41 points over the last 5 and 39 over the last 10 to the to the shooting guard position. So I have no qualms with playing some Pels here. You look at Davis, Holiday, maybe some Rajon Rondo, Mirotic at 5.4. You'd love to get him at that cheap price point. Power forwards against the Dallas Mavericks has actually been a thing, man. Power forward looks like the position to load up on here. Yeah, it looks like the position to load up on here. Okay, Dallas has been giving up 52.8 points over the last 5 and 62 over the last 10. So they've gotten better and are still horrible against power forward. So lots of love about that. Let's go look on FanDuel at the very same game and see what we can pull in terms of the price points. Harrison Barnes is cheaper on FanDuel. Yes, 6.5. Dwight Powell, much cheaper at 4.9 on FanDuel. That's a good play. Nerlens a little bit more expensive. Yogi 4.9. Dougie McBuckets, Mini Sally. On the other side, we got AD is 12.3. Drew Holiday is 9K. He's 800 more. Rajon Rondo is 5.8. That's playable for me. I kind of like that one. Mirotic, man, 5.5 on FanDuel. Very much in play. Next game we got is going to be the Atlanta Hawks going to Utah to take on the Jazz. This should be a drubbing. We know that Atlanta's completely out of it. They're done. But they do have a lot of young guys that I think are playing because they're young and they want to get out there and they actually want to play and play well. Ricky Rubio jumps off to me really quick. This game could be over in the third quarter. It really could. Ricky Rubio jumps out to me at 7K. I really like the spot that he's in. I'm not a big fan of Rudy Gobert here. I don't think he plays a ton of minutes. I don't think he has to. So you look at Ricky Rubio, Donovan Mitchell, jump out to me. Joe Ingles at 6.1 could be a solid play here. On the other, maybe even Jonas Jerebko at 3.3 as a value play can be solid here. On the other side, And maybe Jay Crowder too. Maybe Jay Crowder. Maybe Jay Crowder. On the other side, Schroeder at 5.9. Anytime that dude is that cheap, man. And I believe point guard against the Jazz has been pretty much a problem spot. Uh, yeah. Well, no, actually, no. Actually, Utah they're only allowing 35.9 to the position over the last 5 games and 39.3 over the last 10. So, not really loving Schroeder, but he's so cheap as under 6K. Definitely somebody to consider. I don't want to play anybody. A power forward is a place to attack Utah. Power forward is a spot to attack Utah. Mid salary, salary six. Okay, okay. The Lee kid, the Damian Lee kid. Yeah, he's 3.2 on DraftKings. This is a shit show. The Atlanta Hawks is a shit show. I can't think of one motherfucker. Okay, Dwayne Dedman maybe. Muscala, because you get no John Collins here. This is tough. They're gonna get the doors blown off of them. They're gonna get destroyed. I might even look at Udo at 3K on some. He's gonna get run in a blowout. That is a homicide right there. That's a horrible game. On the other side, shooter 6'2", Torian Prince 7'7". Dwayne. Now wait a minute. Now look. Okay. Torian Prince is 7.7 on FanDuel. What's his price on DK? 7.1. Okay, yeah. I don't love that. No, I don't love that. I don't love that one. Yeah, Muscala looks to be like the only usable, crazy usable guy. That's it. Rubio's 8K, a lot. Mitchell 8.3, Rudy Gobert 10.1, Ingles at 6.6, Crowder 5.4. God, dog, this is a tough game right here. And all of the bench guys are minimum salary. Yo, this goes to show you. Look at all these minimum salary guys on the bench. This goes to show you how many minutes that the Utah starters actually play. The Utah starters play so many minutes that they don't mind pricing every bench player at minimum salary on FanDuel because they know they're not gonna get a lot of minutes. From O'Neal, Jerebko, Udo, Alec Burks, Dante Exum, you know these guys are not getting minutes. Every guy on the bench is 3.5. So that kind of says that we can play Utah guys. And this game could blow out, and they still get what they need. That really puts me on these cats on DraftKings, but not so much on FanDuel. The next game we got is going to be the Detroit Pistons going to Phoenix to take on the Suns. Detroit's second leg of a back-to-back. The Phoenix Suns are pretty much bad against everybody, but the specific positions of interest are going to be shooting guard against the Phoenix Suns. We're going to be taking a look, of course, at what is that? Yeah, shooting guard, um, center is a pretty decent spot to attack them in. Also, you want to look at power forward is a good spot to attack the Phoenix Suns in. Actually, the best spot on the slate to attack. So Blake Griffin, give me that again. Fire that up. The second night in a row, Blake Griffin has been in like stupid super smash spot. So give me Blake Griffin. Reggie Bullock at 5.1 could be a solid play. Luke Kennard, if you want some of that cheap salary saving option for value here at 3.9. Maybe even Dwight Bikes at 3.3 could be usable. Ish Smith 4.4 maybe. Okay. Devin Booker's game time decision here. You look at Elfrid Payton at 5.7, and Detroit, man, they've had certain stretches during the season where they've completely given it up to the point guard position. And if you look at where they are right now against point guards, 52.4 over the last 5 games. That is up from 47.2 over the last 10. So definitely think that Elfrid Payton, coming off of that horrible game he had the other night, is definitely going to be usable. Josh Jackson at 6.3 could be a guy you might want to take a look at with TJ Warren being a game time decision. And unless some jiggy shit happens again, like Troy Daniels getting the start for Devin Booker, if Devin Booker is out, like I would suggest playing a ton of those guys off of the bench. Give me Elf. Give me some Josh Jackson. If I know for sure that Alex Len is going to start and we're not going to see Tyson Chandler, let's take a look. Let's take a look because that could be the case. If that is the case, I can rock with Tyson Chandler. Yeah, it's not specified. He could come back today. He could be back today. But if we know for sure he's out, Allison at 3.7 could be a really solid center value that you use. Okay, let's look at Devin Booker's ailment as well. Let's take a look at D Book's ailment. He's an arm. He's supposed to come back today too. So a lot of uncertainty with these teams that are at the bottom of the barrel, man, scraping. And they're actually trying to get the number one, get as many lottery balls as they can, or get the number one pick in the draft. Drummond at 10.6. Blake Griffin 8.6. Again, I like that one. Reggie Bullock is 5.7. Ennis is 3.6. Kennard 4K. Bikes 4K. 7.2 for Booker, man. If he plays, he's playable. Alfred Payton at 5.5. Hell, fuck yeah, you can play a lot of Alfred Payton. Josh Jackson at 6.5. Wouldn't have an issue with that one. 3.9 for Alex Lynn. That's good to go. Next game, last game on the slate is going to be the Houston Rockets going to the Motor Center. It's a game. It's a Dame game. It is Dame time. Let us take a look at this one from a DraftKings perspective first, where we have James Harden priced at 11.2. I want to have a look at see if Harden's been able to make value while facing the Trailblazers this season, and you can see it, man. He's played them once so far this year, dropped 69.5 points on them. If you tell me that Chris Paul was playing in the same game, Chris Paul had 70, and this was okay. He did play in the game. Let's go back. Let's go. So that's on 110 and 12-9. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back. 110 and 12-9. Okay. Yeah, that was 12-9. Okay, so when he had the 40-point game, the homie had the 69-point game, and the last time they played him on the 10th of January, that was when Harden was out. Harden wasn't playing then. So that tells me that Harden can ball with Chris Paul on the court against the Portland Trailblazers. So I like Harden here. Portland against centers over the last couple of slates, man, they've struggled some against centers. But the games before that, they were actually playing pretty well against them. So I'm not gonna like love Clint Capella at 6.6. A small forward, a really big struggle spot for the Portland Trailblazers. So you can give me some Trevor Ariza, and I do think that Eric Gordon at 4.9 can be a very solid play. And of course, Ryan Anderson at 3.6. If he's gonna be getting 20 plus minutes shooting the way he can shoot, definitely gonna be taking a look at him. On the other side, Big Game Dame, of course, he is in play. CJ McCollum is in play. Nurk at 6.3 is in play. Power forward. I want to look at power forward against the Houston Rockets because it seems to me like they've been pretty decent against. Okay, they're giving up 47 points per game to power forward. So Aminu is going to be in play in that spot, and maybe some Ed Davis at 3.8. Remember, it's a 6-game slate, so we got to find value somewhere. Let's go over to FanDuel, have a look here, and take a look at the price points. Harden 11.6, Chris Paul 8.1. That's cheap, man. Ariza 5K. Gordon is 4.7. I like that. Big Game Dame 9.5. Nurk is 6.3. McCollum is 7.2. Aminu is 5.8. Maurice Harkless is 4K. All right, so let's go over to FanDuel and build our unofficially official or officially unofficial FanDuel lineup. We're going to hit up the lobby. And we're going to throw something in the dribbler. Throw a little something in the dribbler. In the $1 joint. Based off of the guys that we liked, what we said we liked, okay? And remember, man, this could be a stackable slate. You could grab a team and stack the shit out of them, man. You really could. First guy that I'm taking off of the board is going to be Jeff Teague. I like him in this spot at 7K. At shooting guard, we talked a lot about James Harden, man, being, a very solid play. And you look at Drew Holiday, 9K. I would just much rather play him on DraftKings than FanDuel. McCollum, Sweet Lou at 7.1. Looks to be a solid play to use. I kind of like that. Give me some Sweet Lou. At small forward, Paul George at 8.2. I don't have an issue playing him. Tatum, Bielita looks to be good at 6.1. I kind of like that. I kind of like that. I kind of like Bielita. Tucker, Evan Turner, Stanley Johnson, Gerald Green. Yeah, I kind of like Bielita here, man. Yeah, give me that Bielita at power forward. That was Blake Griffin, who I liked. At center, At center, DeAndre Jordan was a guy that I really wanted to play at center. But I may look to pay down on FanDuel though. I mean, you look at like Mike Muscala at 4K. I could probably go there because he's gonna be playing some power forward minutes. I can play there. Now that gives me 6.8, so I can pay up for my stud. Who's it gonna be? It's gonna be Harden. Is it gonna be Anthony Davis against? Let's take a look. Dallas against power forwards. Give up 52 to the position. Kind of looking at AD in the spot, but he's 12.3 though. That's a big salary to pay for 12. Westbrook at 11.6. I like Rozier too though. Give me that Rozier. I'm gonna put that in there now. Give me Rozier. Uh, so can I get Harden here? Can I get Harden? Okay, so I got Harden. Now I'm at 4K per player. Uh, see, we're paying down. We got Mo Harkless is starting. We got Etuan Moore at 4.5. Yo, he said Yogi. I like Terry Rozier. Brewer. So if we got Brewer at 4.9, that means we got to make a move because we only got 32 left. So we got to come up off of somebody. We got to make a move here. Okay. I think Sweet Lou, we can get off of that and pay down a little bit more at shooting guard to Eric Gordon, who I did like here. Bam. So now we got 5.6 for that last power forward spot. And Miritic, bam. Let's go. That's it. Let's go. Right. Let's ride. There's the unofficially official sweatshop lineup is going to be Jeff Teague, Terry Rozier, Eric Gordon, James Harden, Namia Bielita, Corey Brewer, Blake Griffin, Nikolai Miritic, and Mike Muscala. This has been the big homie of DFS Jerusalem, man. You can follow me, of course, on Twitter at DFS Jerusalem. Thank you so much for enjoying tonight's live stream. Let's go out. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it honest. And let's always, always keep it 300. Peace. We out.